A judge dismissed Justin Baldoni's $400 million lawsuit against Blake Lively.
In the glittering world of Hollywood, where stories of love, heartbreak, and redemption are told on the big screen, reality often writes a script of its own, one that's far more dramatic and unpredictable. And in the latest headline-grabbing case, art and life have collided in a fiery legal drama that's shaking the entertainment industry to its core. At the center of it all, actress Blake Lively, director and actor Justin Baldoni, and global music icon Taylor Swift. Three household names now entwined in a deeply personal and public courtroom saga. When fame and controversy collide, Direct Celeb is where the truth gets untangled. From red carpets to courtroom whispers, we break down the drama behind the headlines and spotlight the real stories shaping celebrity culture. But here's the thing. Over 56% of viewers who watch this channel aren't subscribed. If you want smart, sharp, and always up-to-date coverage of Hollywood's biggest twists, the kind of stories the tabloids can't quite get right, now's the time to hit that subscribe button. It's free, it helps us keep doing what we do, and it ensures you won't miss a moment of the action. Thanks for being here. Now, let's dive into how Taylor Swift dragged Blake Lively into the courtroom, and how the lines between art and reality may be closer than anyone expected. It all began with a film. It Ends With Us, the much-anticipated adaptation of Colleen Hoover's best-selling novel. But what started as a promising creative collaboration between Lively and Baldoni has now unraveled into an explosive legal confrontation that's placed allegations of harassment, retaliation, and defamation under a scorching spotlight. And now, even Taylor Swift, one of the most private yet public figures in music, has found herself pulled into the eye of the storm. This is the complete, gripping account of how a film project transformed into a courtroom battleground with reputations, careers, and the boundaries of celebrity privacy hanging in the balance. The origins of this tangled web trace back to early 2023, when Justin Baldoni, known for his work on Jane the Virgin and his direction of emotional dramas such as 5 Feet Apart, acquired the film rights to It Ends With Us. The source material, a best-selling novel by Colleen Hoover, captivated millions with its raw depiction of toxic love, personal strength, and female empowerment. Blake Lively, fresh off several acclaimed performances, was announced as the lead actress and co-producer of the film. Her casting brought not only star power, but also a loyal fan base intrigued to see how she would bring Lily Bloom, the novel's protagonist, to life. Expectations were sky high. The script underwent revisions, the production moved fast, and behind the scenes, Lively and Baldoni worked closely. Sometimes too closely, as it would later be claimed. The first signs of tension were subtle. Rumors began circulating on entertainment blogs about disagreements on set, creative clashes, and a toxic atmosphere. These whispers, largely ignored at the time, would soon form the foundation of a much darker story. In late 2024, months after filming had wrapped, Blake Lively filed a lawsuit against Justin Baldoni and Wayfarer Studios, the company behind the film. The suit alleged sexual harassment, professional retaliation, and a coordinated public smear campaign designed to destroy her reputation. The lawsuit sent shockwaves across the entertainment world. Lively, typically private and polished in public appearances, was now taking a bold and risky step, not only accusing a fellow actor and director, but also opening herself up to intense public scrutiny. In the filing, Lively described multiple instances of inappropriate behavior on set, including comments, unwelcome physical contact, and pressure to conform to Baldoni's vision in ways that undermined her creative contributions and personal boundaries. She also claimed that after pushing back against what she described as harassment, she was gradually pushed out of the decision-making process, subjected to online rumors, and maligned in media outlets. An alleged smear campaign that, she believed, was orchestrated by Baldoni's team. Within days, Baldoni and Wayfarer Studios filed a countersuit. This one named not only Lively, but also her husband, actor Ryan Reynolds, and the New York Times, which had run a story sympathetic to Lively's claims. The countersuit accused them of defamation and requested an eye-watering $400 million in damages. It was no longer just a legal battle. It was a full-blown Hollywood war. As if the case wasn't high-profile enough, it took another sensational turn in early 2025 when it was revealed that Justin Baldoni's legal team had subpoenaed communications between Lively and her longtime friend, global pop star Taylor Swift. The move raised eyebrows and sparked an immediate media frenzy. Swift, notoriously private about her personal life, had no formal role in the movie beyond licensing her song My Tears Ricochet for use in the soundtrack. Yet Baldoni's lawyers argued that Swift was relevant because Lively had allegedly confided in her about on-set experiences. Lively's legal team pushed back hard, filing a motion to quash the subpoena and protect Swift's private messages. In court filings, they argued that the request was a thinly veiled publicity stunt, designed not to obtain relevant evidence, but to weaponize Swift's celebrity and sway public opinion. Swift's camp issued a rare public statement. Given that her involvement was licensing a song for the film, which 19 other artists also did, this document subpoena is designed to use Taylor Swift's name to draw public interest by creating tabloid clickbait instead of focusing on and retaliation accusations he and the Wayfarer parties are facing. The same representative pointed to earlier attempts by Baldoni's team to manipulate Swift's massive fan base, referencing a crisis PR strategy document that allegedly called her a bully and encouraged a plan to sway public opinion by weaponizing her image. Despite the judge's rejection of both motions, the legal tension remains high. The court acknowledged that Lively had represented Swift as having knowledge of conversations around the film's work environment, making the request for messages reasonably tailored. Swift, who contributed her song My Tears Ricochet to the film's soundtrack but held no production role, has yet the legal debate reached a boiling point. And on June 18, 2025, a judge delivered a pivotal ruling. U.S. District Judge Louis J. Lyman ruled that Baldoni's team would, in fact, be granted limited access to some of Lively's private messages with Swift, but only those that pertain specifically to It Ends With Us and the allegations in question. Given that Lively has represented that Swift had knowledge of complaints or discussions about the working environment on the film, among other issues, the requests for messages with Swift regarding the film, and this action are reasonably tailored to discover information that would prove or disprove Lively's harassment and retaliation claims, the judge wrote. In other words, Swift was now part of the legal record, whether she wanted to be or not. A spokesperson for Lively quickly condemned the ruling, calling it an invasion of privacy and part of a strategy by Baldoni to exploit Swift's name to sway Swift's powerful fanbase. We will continue to call out Baldoni's relentless efforts to exploit Ms. Swift's popularity, which from day one has been nothing more than a distraction from the serious sexual harassment and retaliation accusations he and the Wayfarer parties are facing, the spokesperson stated. The drama, it seemed, was far from over. In a world where fame offers both a platform and a peril, the case of It Ends With Us serves as a cautionary tale. Behind the glitz of red carpets and glossy premieres lie personal battles, legal risks, and human vulnerability. Whether truth, power, or manipulation wins out in court remains to be seen. But one thing is clear. In this real-life drama, the ending is still being written. Whether it's legal strategy or celebrity scandal, Blake Lively's courtroom loss just dragged Taylor Swift into the headlines, and fans are already wondering, could this spill over into her relationship with Travis Kelce? Here at Direct Celeb, we don't just follow the drama, we track the fallout. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into the tangled web of fame, friendship, and legal firestorms, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, and share this video with your friends and family. Trust us, you don't want to miss what's coming next. What do you think? Will this controversy cool down Taylor and Travis, or just fuel more fire? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious and stay connected to the story.